starts off with him finding the mother of his children in a compromising position with a man that is not him, and then goes to a year later.
Missionary position, I think.
Yes.
That's probably what I remember, but it's fine.
Yes, well, it's hard to say. It's hard to say what he saw. I've blocked it out. And then a year later, he's in a very different place and picking up the pieces of his heart. And he meets a character played by Regina Hall.
Diane has a daughter who is a student of Will's, and she decides to introduce them. And I don't think initially she thought there'd be a love connection. I mean, she wasn't even happy that her daughter was taking your class, but it actually broadens her thinking, and she quite fancies him, and they kind of spark up a romance until he ends it by kissing his ex. We made love a lot, and that was at Jemaine's demand. I don't even want to say request. Before we started
It's contractual.
It was in the contract.
We started off, our first scene together was when the characters meet each other, and we had just met each other. So that's what we did. It wasn't awkward.
No, it wasn't awkward.
No.
I mean, I was familiar with his work. I was a big fan of his. But, you do go to meet someone. There's always nervous the first time. So by the time we did the other scenes, like the more intimate scenes, we had hung out. You do hang a lot. He had met Zeus.
Yes, that's right. That's her dog.
Yes.
A bulldog.
Yes.
How is this?
Zeus lost a toe. Zeus had a tumor in his baby toe, and it had to get cut off. But he's thriving now.
I know this is difficult for people to believe, but I've been broken up with, so do you believe that?
I don't believe that. Cut. Jemaine is beginning to lie on camera. We can just cut.
So I thought of how hard that is.
And I thought of the awkwardness of meeting someone, and starting to date. Oh, I feel like there's a little bit of everyone, I mean, I've been in versions of that situation, and then I have friends who have kids, and then dating someone with kids, Although your kids didn't factor in ours very much when we were actually dating. We had a brief romance. Brief romance. I mean, it was heartfelt.
Yes.
But did you see where he went back and he came to Diane after she had
He doesn't know what he's
parted her heart and her legs. And then he says, what does he say?
I don't remember. That was a year ago.
You kissed her.
Oh, I tell her I kissed her.
He wasn't answering his phone.
I'm not sure.
I was worried.
I'm not sure he should have done that.
That he should. But I love your honesty. I think that's what saves them at the end. That's what allows them to reconnect, because she knows he's good.
Now I understand the movie.